Let's start again, shall we? I'm about to go live with Nadia Sawalha, and I know she's waiting for me because she tried to join me. Nadia, you weren't at fault, I was at fault. So I will be going live with Nadia, and in fact, I will invite her in straight away because she should come up straight away now. Where are you? Let's have a look. Because I was just saying a bit of an innovator in this space, and I feel that together we sort of represent a slightly older influencer, but she's much funnier than me. And I was saying that she could technically be a stand-up comic. If you don't follow her, you should do. Anyway, I know you already watch her on TV. So let's see if you're still here. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Yes, brilliant. I was thinking suspicion it was my fault, not yours.
Oh, how strange, because I could hear you, and then as soon as I joined, I couldn't. Oh, well, nice to be able to see you and hear you. I just did a little mini live over on mine to show people behind the scenes. Because as I was setting up for this, I thought, nobody's room has ever looked like this for any of Nadine Baggett's lives, that's for sure.
Can I just say, it's clear and tidy here. I'm currently having a massive clean out. My friends Joe and Sally started beauty banks, which is it's like it's like food banks, but if they need beauty goods. So I've cleaned out my office. It's a tip back here, but it will be very clean when they pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah, you see, that doesn't really rate. You've been clearing up, whereas I've just been living.
But also, can I just say, I love that you did a story the other day. You said, I've just looked out the window. It's the most beautiful summer day. And I could have been lying out there. I was totally my own boss, and I cleaned out a cupboard.
I know it was, I don't know what happened to me. That was, day before yesterday. I cleaned my kitchen cupboards, and I've been floored all day today with the worst headache I've ever had. So I won't be cleaning out cupboards again, that's for sure. I'm allergic to it.
No, I agree. It's really interesting. I put my house on the market, and I found out today that my buyer's just fallen through. So I've got to clean my house top to toe all over again and put it back on the market.
God.
I'm not amused. Just the cleaning bit. The rest of it's fine.
Find someone who wants to knock it down and build some flats instead.
Are you listening, neighbours? Right, let's talk about you. Now, everybody knows you as being a loose woman, but I was also saying, for me, you're a bit of a sort of innovator in terms of being, is it wrong to say a woman of a certain age? Doing what we do.
Yeah, I think I'm at a great age. You know, I'm 50. I always get it wrong because I do it like my Arab family do it. They say the year that they're in. So I'm actually 57, but I keep saying I'm 58 because I'm 58 in November. And I'm in, you know, my friend Kay, you know, Kay Adams, Loose Woman, she does this podcast all about the horrors and the fears of being 60. But I just don't feel like that. I really feel that right here, right now is my best time. I really feel like that. I've been very lucky in my life that, I mean, for many years I was a complete moron with it and everything was just impulse and I just did everything without really thinking. And I never have thought really much beyond 6 months in my life. I've never planned for anything. I've never made any sort of long-term predictions. I never planned my career. I never planned anything. And actually now that's kind of stands me in good stead because I'm just here now and I love the way I'm feeling, and thanks to these gorgeous things, which are part of my favorite products, HRT, I'm feeling fantastic. So I'm very proud of being excited about being my age. And years ago we had Oprah Winfrey on the show, and I've said this a number of times because I love to quote Oprah Winfrey and I love to name drop, but she was so right. One of the Loose Women was saying, oh God, I wish I wasn't, I've got to have my 50th birthday, and she just put her hand on her and she said, think of all the people that didn't make it, you know, and it's, I just think, bloody hell, think of people that would love to get to 60, you know. So I'm really proud of it. And I, as you know, we're very similar. We want to look our best, but it's not the end of the world. It's not everything about us. It's a part of us. And I'm a great believer in, you know, because I was such a vodka drinking, late night fag smoking piece of trash for years, but free burgers for breakfast to undo the hangover so I could stumble into work. I mean, I really was that sort of person for a very long time, that I'm very, very good with my health now. So I really look after my health.
You look amazing. I think you look really good.
I shouldn't.
I could easily have put you 10 years younger than that.
Well, I shouldn't. not the way I slapped baby oil on my face, to suntan, to smoke. I mean, the very best thing you can do is to give up smoke. If you want to look better when you're older, give up smoking. But I couldn't. I tried 10, 15 times. And then it was only having children that made me stop. And then as soon as I had my first baby and I finished breastfeeding, I started smoking again, you know, and then I had another one. I was one of them smoking out the window. So yeah, but it changes your skin so quickly. It's amazing how you can just neglect your body and then you turn around and you go, well, you know what, I'm going to start looking after you. And I'm like, and you can rejuvenate. It's never too late.
No, absolutely. The whole point of skin is, I think you can do long-term damage if you smoke in the long term and sunbathe. And let's be honest, in the 70s, everybody sunbathed. I mean, we just did in the 70s and 80s. But I have to say, you do have good genes.
Well, my father is Arab.
Family have aged really well. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my father is
the other day of your mum and dad, and it's really good genes. Beautiful thick hair, gorgeous coloured skin. I mean, you won the genetic lottery that way, didn't you?
well, I think my dad is Arab. So, you know, I was born to walk across the desert for most of my life. So you've got a certain kind of skin. And I actually haven't got thick hair. I have a real problem with hair loss, but I have, if you were to see my hair wet, like at Loose Women, the girls cannot believe it. My hair is about that big. It goes into a plait about that big. It really is. It really is. But yeah, no, but I just think my parents have kept the child within them. That's what makes them look young, actually, is that they're very like, they're I think curiosity and energy and like, how can I have a good day today? You could have the most perfect skin. You could be looking after you could have all sorts of, but if you're miserable, you're going to look older. And the greatest tip beyond any products I'm going to show you or anything today is to just keep smiling. Just a slight smile lifts it all up.
I think one of the reasons that I like to follow you is because, yes, you are genuinely funny. You are very acerbic, but you just have an enthusiasm for life. And one of the reasons I like Kay so much, and I am going to do her podcast because I'm 60 in July, trust me.
Yeah, wow, well, look at you.
And it's very interesting. But what I love about Kay is you are yin and yang. She has as much enthusiasm, but is slightly more doer. And you're just running around like... I was being polite. But you and I've got that sort of puppy dog energy. And I always say, I think the secret to staying young is being immature. And I feel endlessly immature.
Exactly. Not to plan too much. I think we can get locked in too much to think, oh, well, I don't do it that way. And what will happen then? I have to say, yet again, estrogen really helped me with that. I was going backwards. I was so anxious about everything.
Can we give the shout out to HRT? I'm sorry, I would not be here without HRT. I mean, come on.
I mean, I was 10 years without having this. 10 years I missed out. So
I remember when we did a live last time, which was a hair one, and hopefully we will go on to talk about your hair products. I remember being really shocked that it took you so long to discover HRT, because for me at 47, it was a game changer.
No, I just dismissed it immediately. Both Kay and I did. I think I told you this last time we were speaking, that we almost used to look down our noses at the Loose Women that use it. God, imagine doing that with everything we know about HRT. They must be just doing it to get thick hair and nice skin. But actually, we didn't know anything about HRT because it was very shaky research that we were all basing it on. So, no, it's an absolute game changer for me. And testosterone, total game changer. It's given me back my energy and my voomph, my va-va-voom.
We know what you mean by your voomph, by the way, for anybody out there that takes testosterone. Let's come back after midnight and do a sort of X-rated version of this. But
oh, yes, girls and boys. Oh, yes. Somebody's just said, I think I need HRT. Everybody does.
Now, I mean, no wonder Mark's such a happy man on that YouTube channel of yours.
I think quite confused as well after 10 years.
Right, okay, let's deep dive in, because other thing I think that you and I have in common is I feel like we want minimum effort, maximum results from our products. No, fuss, they've got to work.
I was just watching Kim Kardashian's new skincare routine. You seen it?
Tell me you're going to do a
I've got to do it. It's a 6-step routine. It's like, what the hell? I mean, oh my God, the film is so lovely and her skin looks so, I was just watching it like this, like, and all the bottles are all sort of beige and it's all lovely, but I just haven't got time for that. I still use, and I've always used this, simple, purifying, cleansing cream. This, I don't need any eye makeup remover. It melts off your, so it's just a whole thing. The whole thing comes off.
Listen, I will not have a word said against Simple. I absolutely love it. I love that they're now doing little trendy serums. They've got vitamin C serums and vitamin B.
I haven't tried any of them.
The whole concept of Simple, we grew up with it. If you had sensitive skin, you wanted an unfragranced range, you bought Simple. I still love their products. I think they're amazing.
Well, years ago, I used to do a show called City Hospital, and I worked a lot in the dermatology. And, you know, a lot of the dermatologists, you don't need much more than that. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, if you want some smell, you can put a couple of drops of rose oil in it and shake it about, and then you'll get a kind of rosy smell. But I always, honestly, all my life I've used that, and you won't need an eye makeup remover.
And I have to say, I'm a real fan of the Simple solid cleansing bar in the shower as well, because it's better for the environment now as well.
Exactly. And I use, I haven't got it here, a couple of times a week I use the Murad, not because, it was because I got it sent to me. And it's lovely. It's exfoliating. God knows how much it cost, but I loved it. And I also
the name
got
of it?
The Murad. I'll go and get it. Hang on a minute.
All right, okay.
I just go to the bathroom. I forgot to get it out. Hang on.
Also, can I say, I remember City Hospital too. I used to love it. I absolutely love Fly on the Wall documentary series anyway. We're just talking about City Hospital in your absence.
Oh, yeah, it was so good, wasn't it?
It was brilliant. Okay. What does it say on it? Sorry, it's the wrong
Murad Hydration Exfoliating Cleanser.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's just, the granules are just perfect. And the other Murad that I use, I have finally, after years of being told, gone to a 50 sunscreen. And this is so nice, and it gives a really lovely sheen to your skin. It gives like a bloom. So I'm literally addicted to that. It's a bit small bottle. I got sent it again, but I'm gonna have to buy it because I loved it.
It is, and I think if you're like me, we grew up with really thick, gunky, opaque SPS, and I want something super light, non-sweaty, non-sticky. And I love that product. It is really lovely.
Because otherwise your foundation just slips off, so it's annoying, and it smells nice. Now the reason I have finally started doing this, which we all should do, is because I have finally gone to retinol. Now I must state that I am an ambassador for L'Oreal, but
that's a bloody nice retinol though.
It's really nice. And actually I was talking to a dermatologist the other day who does all sorts of fancy retinol, and she said actually this is a very good product, and it's got retinol and hyaluronic acid. I can never say it.
It's got hyaluronic acid in. It's also got niacinamide, which is vitamin B3, which balances out the retinol, so it's non-irritating. I love that product. And also, because you and I were saying, it's a single step. You haven't got to mess around. It's no Kim Kardashian 8 steps.
She'll have 10 steps for that. But it's this dermatologist that I was talking to that came on to Loose Women, she was saying it is absolutely vital when you're using retinol, because you're taking a bit of your skin off, to use thingy. And the other thing is, I made a big mistake, not with this one, it was one I used years ago. I put it on my lips. Oh my God, don't do that, girls. I just accidentally went like that, and then my lips were peeling off. But also I think it takes some getting used to. Don't just slap it on. You've got to get used to it. Use it every other day and build it up. And that I can really notice the difference. I'm loving it.
I have to say though that is a super gentle introductory retinol, and everything they've put around it, so you don't need to moisturize afterwards. It buffers it slowly into your skin. I just think it's a really nicely formulated product. I actually went out to Paris to the labs where they formulated. Did you? They're really proud. They're really proud of that product, and quite rightly so. They should be. Well,
so they should be. And I never, and you will be the same. I get approached to, you know, to be ambassadors for all sorts of things, but unless I love something, I just will not do it. I want to do a little company here, Earth to Earth. This is my friend Lisa, who's a makeup artist, and it's her friends that make these products, and they're all organic, and they're like hand done, and they're just lovely. This is Earth to Earth. This is a shimmer, body shimmer thing. Look at the shimmer in that.
Sexy.
It's so nourishing and gorgeous. Lovely on my. I know you have to be a bit careful when you're a bit older with putting the glitter on. You don't go mad with it, but it is really nice. Like put here and here when you're on
So I'm
holiday.
going to ask you where you put it. Are we talking décolletage?
Not décolletage, because that will highlight my crepe. I'll put it along here. My crepe paper.
The creeping crepe.
That's coming in there hard. And I also use their gorgeous body wash, Rose. They've got all sorts of lovely, lovely things. And they're just a small family-run company. Oh, look, there they are. Is that you? I think so. And they're a small family-run company, and they've got a lovely story behind them, so check them out.
Okay. Can I ask, if you were to choose skincare and products, would it generally quite have a heavy fragrance for you? Do you like that? The sort of roses and the ouds?
I do, but I have to be careful because I'm very sensitive to aromatherapy oils on my face. Like years ago, I used to love Clarins oils and all of that, and then I had to stop using them because it had got a bit. Oh, they're saying the camera's gone blurry. Did I touch the camera?
I think it's your Wi-Fi, Nadia.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
Oh, is it too blurry?
Mark, turn off the TV.
He's not there. Is it too blurry?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's just a little bit blurry. It's
I
very
wanted to tell you
interesting.
about. Oh.
I used a lot of Clarins when I was younger, and then when I started to go through the menopause, I couldn't use any essential oils on my face at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
what I think it's the sensitivity is you dry up slightly. Your skin dries out.
Maybe I'd be able to go back to it then. Let me just try and change over my to 4G. One sec.
All right. Okay. But yeah, so basically both of us were saying we both used Clarins when we were younger, and I was obsessed with Clarins. I used to use their super restorative. That's much better. Day and night cream, and I loved it. But as I've got older, I can't put essential oils. Nipples up, I can't do it, but nipples down, I can. Oh, I've lost you again. We just want to see your pretty face clearly. Look, I've got the circle of doom now. I've also got hay fever, so forgive me while I'm rubbing my nose. It's very unglamorous, but there you are. Oh, but no sound. No sound. I can't hear you. No sound. Much better picture, but Martina, can you hear Nadia? I've got the dreaded circle of doom. I don't know where Nadia lives. I think she lives fairly close to me. We should have similar Wi-Fi. Do you want to come back out and come back in? If you can hear me. No sound and blurry. I know. If she comes out, if you can hear me, Nadia, come out and come back in, and I'll go through your beauty buys so far, and we'll stay on. No sound and frozen. Right, okay, while she comes out and comes back in, right, I'm going to go through her 10 that she's chosen so far. So she did choose Simple, and it's a purifying cleansing cream. Let me invite her back in, actually, just to make sure. Right. There we go. Let's invite her back in again. So she had the Simple Purifying Clean Cleanser, the Murad Hydrating Exfoliating Cleanse, probably once or twice a week, the Murad SPF 50, the super light one, the L'Oreal Paris, it's the Press Reset Retinol. I have invited you in, haven't I, Nadia? Yeah, I'm sure I have. Oh, there she is.
I've moved downstairs.
Back in Annie to focus.
Can you hear? Oh, brilliant.
I can hear you. I was just going through, and then the Earth to Earth Body Shimmer and Rose Body Wash. I was just going through to keep people entertained. I was just going through your buys so far while you came back in.
Okay. This is another, I don't know if you know of this company. I've only just discovered them. I went to Margate at the weekend. They're called Hikers. And it's the most amazing. How do I spell that,
my darling?
H-A-E. It's really weird. They're stuck together. I think it must be Swedish or something. I don't know. Hikers. And it's this amazing little shop right opposite the beach. And it's like a lab, like you go in and it's like glass floors and they've got all the plants and everything growing. I think they've got one now in Chelsea, but a lot of the products are made from the seaweed that they've harvested from the sea. I haven't got it here because I gave it to my sister. She came in and went, oh my God, I love that, and then left with it. They do this gorgeous seaweed bar body scrub. Fantastic. But I bought this. I've never used it before. It is Seabuckthorn oil.
Yes.
But do you know what that is? But it's so rich. I can't remember. She was telling me so many different things in the shop. But look how gorgeous and lush it is.
It's a
I
really
think you can put it on your hair,
antioxidant. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's just so
really
rich
and
and lovely.
Does it smell a bit seaweedy?
No, this doesn't.
Right?
But I love that smell. No, but the bar does. But it's just, people could check it out online. It's just really interesting, innovative shop. And it's really reasonable because it looks like one of those shops where you're going to go in and they're going to go, that's £40,000, madam. And then you're going to feel so embarrassed. You're going to lose your house to buy it. But it wasn't. It was like £10. That's a really thick, lovely oil. And they're growing all the stuff there in the shop.
So HAE is stuck together, which I know means something. Anybody that's smarter than me, tell me what language is it. And then COSS, is it?
No, then CKELS.
Oh, Hakel's. I think it's
Hakel's.
pronounced Hakel.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't speak any other languages, so please don't take any advice from me on pronunciation of anything.
No, neither do I. I just thought I'd tell you about this lipstick. This is from Marks and Spencer's Autograph, and it's, oh God, what's the colour now?
You're going to have to get your goggles out. Wait, hold on a second.
Like,
I know. Middle-aged woman. I want to start an entire YouTube channel called Middle-Aged Women Trying to Read Lipstick Colours. I mean, seriously. Oh, you've gone again. I don't know where Nadia lives, but they obviously have terrible Wi-Fi. Oh, it's Scandinavian. AE, thank you. I've lost you again. Oh, there you go. Martina says you live in South London.
We have this all the time here. It's a nightmare. We've got the strongest Wi-Fi, but
I've got
so this is
even if you are frozen.
So this is I wear this every single time I go on loose swimming. I wear this just as quick because it's just really natural and it just gives a little lift and it's cheap.
What colour is it?
Blood coral.
Blood coral?
No, bikini coral. Bikini coral.
Okay. And it looks to me like it's one of those ones that's part balm, part colour. So it's not really heavy, high maintenance matte or anything like that.
No, it's not. And it's so nourishing. So even if your lips feel really dry. And it's interesting when I do an Instagram live or anything and I've got this on, people go, oh, what is that? And I can never remember it. I've never. So there it is, guys. Bikini coral Autograph.
I will put the full name up and I'll also let you into a secret. Marks and Spencer source their makeup from exactly the same factory and company that Charlotte Tilbury sources hers from, and Tom Ford.
Well, it's funny you should say that because
called Intercos in Milan.
I said to my makeup artist, this feels like Charlotte Tilbury. Wow. You're not going to get shot, are you, for that?
No, do you know the funniest thing? Because I'm sure she won't watch this because I won't tag her in it, right? Okay. I don't know if you noticed, but Charlotte Tilbury took part in the Jubilee.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so Charlotte Tilbury basically would have sponsored that entire bus. She was the official beauty supplier of the Jubilee. I've got some great gossip for you.
Wow.
Naomi Campbell was on that bus in a full face of Pat McGrath.
A full face of what?
Pat McGrath makeup, who's Charlotte's main competitor.
Oh.
And when they put the content up afterwards, Naomi was strangely missing.
I was going to say, because I didn't see her in anything.
I know. She looked amazing. I mean, obviously, Naomi Campbell just does not age. I mean, she looked
Do you know she used to live down the road? She lives down the road. We went to the same school.
Well, it was very funny because when you went missing and your Wi-Fi went missing, I said, "Where does Nadia live?" And everybody went, "She lives in South London." So yeah, because
she was like that. I remember the first time she got a Vogue. We were all at the same school, and she came running into the pub. She goes, "Oh, you won't believe it! I've got a Vogue!" And we were all like, "Oh, what?" That was her first, like, yeah.
Well,
So
she's
beautiful.
older than you, right, though, isn't she?
No, younger.
Is she younger? Okay.
About 4 years younger, I think.
She looks incredible. I mean, incredible. She looks stunning. But I just thought it was so funny that the next day she then posted a full face of Pat McGrath makeup. Trust me, there must have been a bit of this going on behind the scenes.
I love that model world. I just love it. I wanted Kate Moss's jacket.
That was her original archive, and it was some designer jacket she's had like 30 years. When you want to go shopping in her wardrobe, so cool.
So cool. Yeah. So cool. Right. So I have to, again, I think, just say that I am an ambassador for this. This is for Saint-Tropez, and I love the Saint-Tropez Ashley Graham foams. They're fantastic. But this new product is amazing. As with anything, if you're putting on a tan, you need to like exfoliate and moisturize for a day or so before. But then this goes on so easy. You literally just put it on the glove. You just slap it on like you would a body lotion. And then you put it on as often as you do with a body lotion. Now, I've tried these kinds before and they're always a bit orange. And they don't really go on like a body lotion. You've still got to be really mindful of where you might leave the cream. But not with this. I would not say this wasn't true because I don't want anyone going, I'm orange. Fantastic.
Okay, can I just say Saint-Tropez was the first tanning range ever to do a green-based tan, which sounds hideous, but it's the best colour ever of any fake tan. And this new product is brand new this summer, isn't it?
It's brand new. It's literally brand new. They had a big event where I went and tried, and I was like, well, what's all this? Because I love the Ashley Graham one, and I do. And like before I go on holiday, I'll do like a full Ashley Graham, but then I will just keep on using this. And they've got a watermelon one, but it's just got so many lovely things in that you would know all the stuff about it. It's got the hyaluronic.
It smells good as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got the hyaluronic acid. Yeah, this has got mango and blueberry and all sorts of things.
What's the exact name of it? Just remind me.
The exact name is Saint-Tropez Gradual Tan Classic.
Okay.
And
they've done something with it this year that has made the dry biscuit smell disappear. So it smells much better and it's much more even and it's a completely natural colour. I love it. I love those products. They're really good.
I mean, this really is something else. You know, it is more pricey, but I think if you pay peanuts when it comes to suntan, it ain't great, is it?
No, can I ask you, when you do a full-on Ashley Graham top to toe before you go away, does Mark get involved? Like,
well, the funny thing is,
or are you just incredibly flexible?
I am incredibly flexible. It's right. I'm really good with arms. But the funny thing is, up until a year ago, I never used fake tan. I really just didn't think it was for me. I thought, oh, my skin's too old, or it's going to look orange, or it's going to look this, or it's going to look that. And then Saint-Tropez approached me and said, oh, you know, would you like to, work with us? And I went, oh, well, I don't know, because I don't like fake tan. So anyway, they sent me a load of it. And it was so funny because I did the whole thing, put the whole thing on in front of Mark, and it was just hilarious. He goes, oh my God, I didn't know this is what girls do. It's not the prettiest thing, is it?
I didn't know the Adelaide had an OnlyFans channel. Just a second here.
That's what he was like. And I was like getting him to go around the back and help me and do all of this. And then I realised, actually, it's not fair to do that to him. It's a bit like that, right? A bra on and you're like dirty t-shirt or something. So, and actually, you can do it with it. Really, I mean, the best tip is when you put the glove on to do your back, put it on that way round,
and you can go.
And then I just do that.
Yeah. You are really flexible though. Can I just say also for anybody out there that
glides on
putting on fake tan, if maybe you haven't tried them for 10 or 15 years, the formulations are so much better.
Different.
They are so much better than
so different.
Do you remember the sort of when we were at school and you'd have the orange legs with the ankle socks and, and the inside of your ankle socks turn white as well? I mean,
well, that's what I was still traumatized by all of that. And of course you do see some people do bad fake tans, but it's amazing how many times I'll say to you, oh my God, where have you been? And they'll say, oh no, it's fake. Mm-hmm. You're right. Across the board, fake tans have become so much better. And we know now we just got to be more careful in the sun. I mean, I'm going on holiday this year. I'm still going to sunbathe. I love lying in the sun. But I love the thought that this year I'm not going to have that first 4 or 5 days of feeling disgusting. I'm going to arrive with amazing tan, and that'll be that. And then I'll just build on it.
And I also do think that the gradual tanners, I mean, I do think Saint-Tropez gives the best colour, but the gradual tanners are the way to go if you're concerned. Just be careful if your elbows or your knees or anything like that, your ankles are a bit dry.
Yeah, so when you're using the glove, just turn the glove the other way. I've become an expert, and just do that, and you won't have any problems. But just put a really light cream on your elbows as well, and again, you won't have a problem. Well, I'm afraid there's my last one. Oh no, I've got a couple. This Iconic.
Right.
Have you ever used this?
No, tell me exactly.
Look at the gold. So when that's
this is really interesting because I love the Iconic products I've tested, but for me, I always feel like they're aimed at really young people. And I'm a bit
exactly. But my God, their products are gorgeous. Actually, I haven't got it here, but their under eye, their concealer is fantastic.
It's really good. Yeah.
But I love their products. The cases, everything is just so beautiful. And like you, I mean, I think because they use so many gorgeous models, don't they, that we do feel a bit excluded from it, but we shouldn't. And I worked with them a couple of years ago, and that's how I got to know them, because I wasn't going to go anywhere near it. I thought that's for young, beautiful people with perfect skin. And product got glitter in it. And it's a prep set glow. So you can put it on before you put your makeup on,
or put it on afterwards.
Put it on after. Oh my God, it just smells like, it smells a little, I don't know if they thank me for this, it smells a little bit like Comfort, you know, Comfort or Lenore. It's a little bit like that.
Yeah.
And then when you put it on after your makeup, oh my God, it literally gives you a glow. I mean, I really can't recommend that highly enough. I love it. Next product.
Oh, really? Tell me about that.
An electric toothbrush. People stop looking after their teeth.
No. Do you know that the collagen loss in your face when you go through the menopause is mimicked by the collagen loss in your gums? That's why your teeth start moving when you get older.
Yeah, and that's why my teeth moved so much. I've been using Invisalign, and it's the best fit. You're looking after your teeth, you can take years off by looking after your teeth. And I've been really lazy over the last few years with not having an electric toothbrush. I just lost the plug that I needed, and I went back to just like brushing my teeth, like kind of. And I've gone back in the last 6 months to this, and my God, it's so fantastic. But my Invisalign, I love.
Okay, chat through your Invisalign, but tell me what your toothbrush is.
Oh, this one is a Philips SONICARE.
Yeah. Okay.
I love. I got it for about 60 quid actually on Amazon.
Yeah, when you look at them online, they all seem really expensive. They're always half price in Boots, always.
Yeah.
What made you decide to have Invisalign, and how was the process?
It's actually quite a funny story. I have my friend Hannah, who lots of my followers know, is the most beautiful young woman. She was diagnosed with breast cancer at 25 and has been diagnosed 3 times with breast cancer. She's 33 now. And she was going to be having to have a bone infusion thing, kind of treatment. And she was saying, oh God, you know, and I can't have anything done with my teeth once I've had this, once I'm having this bone infusion. And she was, I'm just desperate to have these teeth done. Anyway, the next time when I saw her, I'd made her this lovely lunch and she couldn't eat it. So why are you not eating? And she said, oh, because of these braces. And honest to God, they looked like they were paper clips. An absolute charlatan had done them. They were cheap, but my God, and they were like, and I just thought, oh, I can't have this. So lovely Dr. Smile, Richard Vargas, I said, could you do a gifted for my friend? She's been through all of this. And he said, yes. You know, he did Ryland's, he corrected Ryland's teeth and everything. So he said, yes. And I said, you know, she's had cancer 3 times. Come on, let's help this girl. So I went along with her just to keep her company. And he said to me, are we doing your teeth as well? I was like, it's just the honest to God truth. This is what happened. And I went, what, me? He went, yeah, what now?
What's wrong with
And the next thing I knew, I was on my back, with my teeth done. And the thing is, again, when your teeth move around, like I always had perfectly straight teeth, but through the menopause and everything, they all started to move and become crooked. Again, it's an aging thing.
And it's so gradual, sometimes you don't notice or something.
Yeah.
Until a dentist really blatantly points it out to you.
Yeah, like, do you want to jump on there? So that's how I've ended up having Invisalign. But I'm really glad that I've had it done.
How far are you through the process?
I'm nearly finished. I'm just going to have the thing put on the back soon. Yeah. Have you had it? You've got
but I can tell you honestly, probably out of my 15 closest girlfriends in the industry and friends, I reckon at least 8 or 9 of them have had it, and they no looking back. They bleach them up afterwards, and they're just running around smiling like crazy.
It's a great investment. I think your smile is and like we talked earlier, didn't we, about to stay smiling, to keep your face up. And if you become more and more embarrassed about your teeth, it can be be a real confidence knocker. So yeah.
Whenever I watch any of those makeover shows, I always think it's the teeth that make the biggest difference in the end.
It really does. And you don't want to lose your teeth, because it's teeth that hold your face up.
No,
so look after your teeth.
It's so true. It really is. Have you got any hair products there? Because you were talking about your hair earlier on, which blows my mind, because for me, I think you have beautiful hair. And
where's my, oh God, I tell you what it was. Kiki, have you got the Miel, the hair stuff? The curly hair stuff, can you bring it to me? Yeah, I do use a fantastic product to get my curls out. But also I use, literally in the shower now, I use the L'Oreal Moisture Locking, which is great because my hair does get dry. It's a bit dry today.
I love that hyaluronic acid shampoo.
Yeah. There's a real theme with me in hyaluronic acid.
Yeah.
And also this extraordinary oil one is really nice. No, not that one, darling. Maybe Dina took it. I think my sister took it. Oh God.
Your sister's a bit of a beauty thief.
She is. She lives next door and she comes and steals everything. It's spelled MIE LLE.
Yeah.
And it's quite a new product. It's actually made for Afro hair, Miel, because my makeup artist at work discovered it. I've never seen it in any shops or anything, because she'd gone on Afro Caribbean hair course and she discovered these products. A lot of them would be too heavy because obviously my hair isn't that curly, but the Miele foam, really good. And my big tip for getting your hair, if you've got curly hair, is never to brush it, and always never comb anything through it. I put the conditioner or the Miele foam, depending on what I'm using, because I don't use something every single day because I think your hair can get used to it. And then, so whether it's the conditioner or I use this like once a week, whether it's the conditioner or whether it's the Miele, I always have my hair really soaking, and then with a t-shirt I just squeeze. It's called the curly hair method. It's not my idea, it's somebody else's. And you don't need to buy one of those special things. Just use an old t-shirt. My husband's like, oh my God, how many more of my favorite t-shirts are you going to use for your hair? Because there's a certain sort of cotton that I think, oh, that's going to bring out a lovely curl.
It really is, because, and also it's really, really gentle on really fine hair, because a lot of people think that people with curly hair have thicker hair, but a lot of curly hair is super fine and delicate.
It's like absolute baby hair.
Somebody just came on earlier on and said that Miel is a super drug if you want to find it.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I'll try and find it for you, but I'll put the details below.
Oh, okay. Well, I really, really, really recommend that foam stuff. And then also, if you don't want to spend the money on that, any conditioner, just put it on. So you've put your conditioner on, and put it all over your hair, and then just really rinse it off just slightly, because you want to keep the conditioner in. It doesn't have to be a leave-in conditioner. In fact, I think a proper conditioner works better than a leave-in conditioner. And then just squeeze, and then just leave it. Oh, definitely in Superstar. Thank you. That's wonderful to know. It certainly wasn't when it came out 6 months ago. Yeah, and it is, you know, it's quite pricey. It's quite pricey. So if you can't afford that, my absolute tip is any conditioner will
It's
get
interesting
the
because
hair.
I'm not really sure the difference between washout and leave-in conditioners. And a hairdresser said to me the other day, the biggest mistake women make is that they under-rinse shampoos and they over-rinse conditioners. And actually, if you've got damaged hair, you're much better off not over-rinsing the conditioner out of your hair.
Exactly. People get worried that it's going to be greasy.
Yeah.
And the other tip that I've got is like, I will, and again, this is the curly hair method. I used to have to get my hair completely wet every single day so that I could put it in so I could get the curl. But actually, a spray bottle of water with the conditioner, again, any old conditioner, shake it up and really get your hair really damp, run your fingers through, get the t-shirt again and bring out the curl. Now, I'd almost completely lost my curl a couple of years ago because I'd started using tongs and oh my God, I mean, I was absolutely devastated. Not only was I losing my hair, but also I'd lost my curl. And then it was reading about the curly hair method that said just cold turkey it. Don't put any heat on your hair at all. They say not to colour it as well, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to go grey. So I do still colour it. And then just use this method. And within a few months, your hair will totally come back into curl. Didn't believe it, but I was so desperate. And oh my God, it was so true.
And have you noticed that since you stopped punishing your hair to heat it and stuff like that, have you noticed it's starting to get thicker again, or has it stayed still quite fine?
It's very fine. I mean, my problem is nobody ever believes me. So when sometimes I get really insecure about my hair because my hair was 3 times this thickness. I mean, it really was. It was that sort of hair where it would just fall into the most perfect ringlets, just damp it. And so, but now it takes work for me to look on. It's just getting older, isn't it? And I said to the makeup artist the other day at Lucian, oh God, it's so bloody thin. She went, it's really not. I think it's looking thicker again. I just don't know because I think I'm just screwed up about it, you know.
Have you had some blood tests?
I went to a tricholonologist.
Yeah.
And they said that I had the balding gene. I had my father's. And they actually did the magnifying right up into your hair where they show you where they're missing. They literally show you the follicles where the hair's gone and the hair will never come back there. But I would like to have that test done on vitamins and stuff because I do think that plays a huge part, doesn't it, in your hair?
I mean, I think from following you seem to have a really well balanced, healthy diet, and you definitely look after what you put into your body. But I think if you skip out any food group, so for example, I don't eat red meat, so I was diagnosed with a very low B vitamin profile.
Yeah.
But you seem to me
I
to
don't hardly have
fit
any red meat.
Yeah, fairly healthy. So for me, I think the change for you might be being on HRT, but that will be a slow and steady process. How long have you been back on it?
A year I've been on it. I've only been on it a year, but I don't eat any red meat. I mean, like twice a year.
Yeah, me too.
I'm massively low in iron. I really struggle to eat enough protein, which of course is very good for the hair. So the only protein I like really is eggs.
Yeah.
And
I mean, if you can bear it, I would try and have a full blood profile because I was shocked. I went to support a friend. This is a bit like you going to the dentist with your Invisalign friend. I went along with a friend that had massive postpartum hair loss. I mean, her hair was falling out in handfuls. And I went along really patronisingly and went, oh, look after my friend. I had my blood test done, my B12, my B9, my iron, and then my red blood cells were on the floor. So I had to have loads of injections to get them back, and I can feel my hair growing thicker at the roots. Wow. It's never too late. I'm like,
you see, I've always been really cautious because I never know where you're supposed to go because people always say, because there's a lot of charlatans, isn't there?
Yeah, you can go to a trichologist or a dermatologist and get it, and you just have a full blood work out. And basically what they do is they only check for the vitamins and minerals and hormones that affect your hair. So they check for iron, folate, ferritin, B12, B9, and then they'll check your thyroid, your estrogen and your testosterone. And they'll know you're on HRT anyway. I genuinely, it blew my mind. I did not expect for mine to be that bad. And now I just thought I was getting older. So it's super fine on the ends, but I can feel all this new hair growing in here. And I was told,
God, you've inspired me.
And I was told I had female pattern hair loss as well. So it's really shocking when you're told that and you think you're just going to get thinner and thinner and thinner. And my mum has super fine hair. My hair is really back to where it was 10 years ago at the roots. It's just got to take all that time to grow out. So I would recommend doing it 100%.
I'm going to do it. You would have to DM me the person that you went to. Text me the person you went to.
Yeah, I will, certainly.
Yeah.
It's a lady called Lisa Caddy, and she's at Philip Kingsley. And I just think also, I think for your audience and my audience, me talking about that journey and talking about what I went through and the menopause and how it affected my hair has been massively empowering for my audience.
Oh, yeah.
When I thought I was on my own, I didn't realise it was going to affect me that much.
Oh.
I was really shocked.
Oh, it's just unbelievable. I mean, our hair is so important. Another friend of mine has just recently been diagnosed with breast cancer. And just watching her go through the journey of accepting and not accepting. She hasn't lost her hair yet, but just the fear of it. She's very newly diagnosed. And I'm just watching and I'm thinking, my God, it means so much to us, our hair, doesn't it?
It really does.
It's so hard to lose your hair.
Part of your identity, I know. Also, Philip Kingsley do something called 3M drops, but you can only get it directly from them. And that is a chemical called minoxidil, which has been proven to slow even female and male pattern baldness. And they put that in, and they put a little bit of a sort of an estrogen mimicker in there as well. So yeah, don't sit back. If you feel like your hair is not as good as it was 10 years ago, at least stop it in the bud now. But for me, it has reversed my hair loss massively.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, so much takeout for you there tonight, guys.
I know. Is that everything? Have we done all the products?
Yeah.
All right.
We can do it again. We'll do another one in a few months, yeah?
All right. I will list everything down below. And if you don't follow her, go and follow her because she's hilarious. Coming soon, her take on Kim Kardashian's 9-step SKNNN.
Yeah, I'm just working out how I can do it because it's going to take a lot of filming because it goes on forever. 6 steps.
Does Mark help you with your filming?
No. Not sometimes if I'm doing a walk or something, yeah. He does obviously the lip syncing. He'll lay in the track when I lip sync and stuff, but yeah.
No, it's funny because one of the things that Nadia does is she often takes the piss, putting it politely, out of celebrities and their ridiculous ideas. Some of the red carpet looks you recreate are absolutely brilliant, but I'm seriously hanging on for the 9-step skin.
Oh yeah. I'm going to be doing that. I've just got to work out what I'm going to use.
It's not like she spends all her time in an aesthetic clinic having work done. Oh no, it's definitely her skincare.
Well, I was surprised to see the other day that she admitted she was in. She goes, "I'm here with Dr. Fantasi today," and he was like, he goes, "Oh yeah, and we're going off to do something very secret." I thought, I thought, well, good for her. At least she's saying she's round the docks. And the other day she said, "Oh, Botox really helps." So,
yeah. I mean, I've met her a couple of times, and her skin's okay. I mean, but
have you?
Yes, of course.
Where did you meet her?
I worked at Hello for 18 years. I've met all the celebrities. I had a picture taken with her that I should send you, which is hilarious because I'm 5'11", she's 4'11".
Oh.
And at the end of the interview, they said, "Would you like your picture taken with Kim Kardashian?" I was like, why do I want to have my picture taken with one of the world's most beautiful women? Because no matter what she has done, she's so beautiful. And I went, yeah, sure, okay. And then I said, oh, this is just going to be head and shoulders, right? So I did this sort of stupid, like, crouch.
Oh, no, and they took the full length.
They didn't just take the full length. They ran it in the John Lewis magazine as well. Honestly, I will send it to you. It is hilarious. I look like some sad loser competition.
You can post it on your stories now. Everyone needs to see that. Yeah. So what was her skin like?
Her skin is, she looks like she might have had some breakouts when she was younger, because I know that her younger sister had breakouts.
Yeah.
So it's quite thickened and quite oily, but she's half Armenian, so she's not naturally, again.
So she got that pizzazz charisma, like beauty. Yeah.
Yeah. Not that, she hasn't got a lot of physical charisma, but she's very, very beautiful. She has a lot of personality charisma, but she's very, very beautiful. And not as big as you think. Those pecs are not that big, but yeah, she basically, the half Armenian means that she's got that really beautiful skin that would you just know she's going to age well. You just know she's going to age well. Yeah. And she's very sweet. She's actually very sweet.
No, that's all I've ever heard from people that have met her and worked with her. So she's as sweet as anything. Yeah. I actually like her. I really genuinely like the family. I like watching the show. I like watching all the outrageous spends.
I love Chris. I love the mummager.
So do I.
Just Stealing.
Apparently, she is the loyalist, most dedicated friend. She is really, I mean, really something else. I know somebody that knows her very well and says you want her on your side. She is one like woman's woman.
Yeah.
Anyway, rather like us.
Just a quick note, Jenna, if you'd like to manage a new generation of influencers, we're here for you.
We fit an age group, the same age group as her.
Oh God, she's amazing. Yeah, I love her. Right, thank you so much.
Lots of love.
All of
Thanks,
the products
Nadine.
out, so thank you. Lots of love. Bye.
Bye.